Ada Okafor grew up in a lively street of Lagos, the youngest of five children in a humble but loving family. Her father was a retired teacher, and her mother ran a small provision store. Ada had always been the ambitious one in her family, determined to succeed despite their modest means. She studied mass communication at the University of Lagos and now worked as a PR consultant at a reputable firm in the city. Known for her beauty, intelligence, and warmth, Ada was the kind of woman who lit up every room she entered. Chidi Nwosu, on the other hand, hailed from a more privileged background. Born and raised in Enugu, he was the first son of a wealthy businessman and the university lecturer. Despite his family's affluence, Chidi was grounded and hardworking. He pursued a degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and later secured a lucrative job as a project manager at an engineering firm. He had always been a man of charms and charisma, drawing people to him effortlessly. Ada and Chidi met during a friend's wedding in Lagos 4 years ago. Ada was the bridesmaid, and Chidi was the groom's best man. A spilled drink and an apology was all it took for the spark to fly. They soon began dating, and their love blossomed, bridging the gap between their different worlds. Though deeply in love, their relationship faced its first major challenge when Chidi was offered a promotion that required him to move to Abuja. They promised to make the long-distance relationship work, believing that their bond was strong enough to withstand the separation. The sound of the bustling Lagos streets seemed muted in Ada's ears as she stood by the window of her small apartment. It had been 3 months since Chidi relocated to Abuja for his new role. Initially, they maintained a routine of calls every morning and regular visits, but lately, Chidi had grown distant. He was too busy with work. Even when Ada goes there, he doesn't even have time for her. One evening, Ada received a call from her best friend Kemi. Ada, I don't know if I should tell you this, Kemi began. What is it, Kemi? Talk to me, Ada urged her, her heart pounding. I saw Chidi at a restaurant in Abuja yesterday with a woman. They looked really close. Ada's chest tightened. Are you sure it's Chidi you saw? Yes, Ada. I'm so sure it was Chidi. Is it not Chidi again? He was the one I saw with the lady yesterday, all smiling and being all mushy-mushy with each other. That night, Ada tossed and turned her mind, replaying Kemi's words. She didn't want to believe it. Chidi had always been faithful. He wasn't the kind of man to cheat. He wasn't in his character, she said to herself. The next day, Ada decided to call Chidi. She tried to calm her nerves, but her voice betrayed her. Chidi, is there something you need to tell me? She asked. What do you mean, Ada? Chidi replied. I heard you've been spending time with someone in Abuja rather than working. Is that true? There was a silence on the line, and then Chidi sighed. Ada, it's not what you think. Yes, I've been spending time with a colleague, Grace, but it's not serious. She's just a friend. And how do you even know about this? Ada felt her heart shattered. How could you even ask me that, Chidi? What do you mean by how did I know about this? Don't I have friends in Abuja or something? Chidi was surprised. Well, I'm sorry, Ada. You're taking it the wrong way. Your friend is obviously feeding you with lies. We'll talk later, when you're calm. He hung up. Ada was shattered. Chidi didn't even apologize, she said to herself. The days that followed, she avoided Chidi's calls, seeking solace in the company of her friend and in prayers. She needed clarity. One afternoon, her mother visited. My daughter, I heard what you told me on the phone, and that was why I came here. What is that I'm hearing from you and Chidi? I also spoke to Chidi, and he told me you are taking it the wrong way. My daughter, you need to know that love is about patience and understanding. Chidi is in Abuja, and you are in Lagos. You know Chidi so well. You've lived together with him, and he also knows you. So I do not expect this from you both. You need to understand yourself and know the reason of why you're together. Do not allow a third party into your relationship. Don't jump into conclusions and never make hasty decisions that you regret in the long run. Pick Chidi's calls. He cares about you, her mother said. Her mother's words sank deeply into her, and she realized she took it so seriously. She still loves Chidi, she knows that, but she found it difficult to trust him because he was far away. 2 weeks later, Chidi showed up unannounced. He looked tired. He had squeezed himself to make sure he made it. Ada, what is going on between us? You haven't been picking my calls. I had to rush down to Lagos because I was wondering what's going on. Ada, please talk to me. What's going on? She hesitated. After a little silence from Ada, she spoke up. I'm so sorry, Chidi. I'm so sorry for not picking your calls and making you worry about me. I did you wrong, I know that, for jumping into conclusion and accusing you wrongly. I'm so sorry, Chidi. I never meant to ignore your calls. I've been going through a lot, Chidi. I was scared that I would lose you. You've stayed 1 year already in Abuja, and for 2 months straight. Our conversations have been up and down. You hardly have my time. You do not call us always. It's just normal for me to think you're saying someone else. Chidi's heart sank. He understood what she was going through and apologized deeply. I understand you, Ada. I know what you're feeling, and I'm feeling the same thing equally. But I need you to understand that I love you so much and I'll never do anything to hurt your feelings. Please, Ada, know this. This is Chidi. You're Chidi. I would never hurt you. Ada smiled, and they both hugged it out. That night, they were wrapped around each other, promising themselves forever. And Judy asked that Ada quit her job and relocate with him to Abuja, that he would make sure that he finds her a better job. Ada was excited, but still worried because she loved her job so much. After months of staying in Abuja together, Chidi proposed to Ada, and that was the most special and beautiful day of their lives. They began their marriage preparation together, and their parents were more than happy for the both of them. Thank you so very much, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. Please do also like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories, movie reviews, and recommendations. See you guys in my next video. Until then, stay splendid.